like he's the only dark skinned guy you ever talk to. So women tend to do that quicker and sooner. We tend to renegotiate our non-negotiables faster than a man would. And the poll said, who has more non-negotiables, men or women? And 57% said men and 43% said women. So they agree with Auntie on the fact that the women, will be like, oh, I don't really date dark skinned dudes, but you the only dark skinned dude I dated ever. And, you know,
You
what y'all
just let
think?
me know when you're ready for my answer. You let me know when you're ready. You ready? Women definitely are least likely to lower their standards. And I'm going to tell you for the one reason and one reason only. Because no matter who that woman is, the very second she decides to leave your ass, is two, three other niggas right there ready to go.
It's master of the microphone. I remain king regardless.
Ready?
Hear me?
Women definitely are least likely to lower their standards. And I'm going to tell you for the one reason and one reason only. Because no matter who that woman is, the very second she decides to leave your ass, is two, three other niggas right there ready to go. So the fact that we as men know that it's going to be a little more difficult. Can I get another one? Of course I can. But it's going to take me a little longer. I'm going to have to put in more work, and it's going to be more difficult for me to get another one of you, or if not a better, or at least somewhat of a fitting. So because I know that, I'm willing to drop my standards or put up with a little bit more than maybe what women are real quick to be like, you know what? I don't like the way you sneezed yesterday. Right, right. You know what I'm saying? Like I was uh-huh. Yeah, basically.
Not talking to the
You know, the
Lord.
spirit told me, hey, I'm trying to tell you. So when they say they talking to God, that's AKA the group. That's the group chat. That's all that shit is. You had a bunch of shit in your head. And you know what? God told me you're not the one. You know, God didn't say work it out, ask you questions. What could you do better? None of that shit. No. So I'm just gonna say to land it. Yeah,
Pineapple.
and pineapple. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, if you ask me personally, I do believe that men are more willing. I don't know who's on your poll. Shout out to y'all, shout out to y'all. But I'm just saying, nah, men, we are definitely more willing to compromise and put up with just listen again, just a little bit. I'm not saying we'll put up with anything, but just a little bit more because we know like it's
Men put their eggs in the basket. A woman
all
like, I dumped them all on the ground and three of them fell to the left, and this is the way I'm going.
basically, basically. So that's my answer on that.
My poll said that men have more non-negotiables than women.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
More interested in. I usually wouldn't want to be involved with someone with small kids, but I see why I would do that now. At this, I can see where that comes from because I don't have children, and if I and then I just know that from my own experience. When my stepdad came into my life, I was already developed and done. There was nothing else for him to do besides step in and be guiding, as a for a young teenager. So I understand had he come
Like
earlier in life
spiritual.
when I was smaller, there might have been a stronger bond of me feeling like, huh?
Now I'm just saying, basically, all they really
Uh-oh.
can do is point.
Something's happening.
To, can you hear me? He can see
Okay.
it, but you heard what your mama said. That's all he can do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Right. At this point, at 13, 14, and 12, 12, between 12 and 15, you coming into my life, you can just say, you heard what your mama said? And then that's
Mm,
it. Because me and her, you guys have to remember that me and her already have something going on and you came into the situation, you know? So now I got to relinquish this part of the authority in the household because if it's not her, then I'm the next person in chain of command. That's always the case with the oldest child to a single parent. So
I got
now
to
if you had
ask.
came into my life younger,
Oh man,
go ahead.
I gotta ask you this. Am I coming through clear? I don't want this to bore. All
You're on the
right.
phone.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me. There is a man who wants to be there for his kid.
Mhm.
A woman gets with another man. That's now it's the other guy's child, but the dude who she gets with says, now that you're with me, I don't want you to have nothing to do with him. I'm taking over everything, including the kids. Oh, you hold on. What you say?
What do I think about what?
Man, I think of men, they were just like sometimes they ready to go past their time or before their time. It's like, okay, but it's the situation you asked for. You asked me to cut off old contact with my child's father, and then you want to do a thing, but then now you're ready to go to the next bit. Now we fight.
You talking about the next woman? Hold on. So what about the kids?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
What about the kids?
Listen, but that man can go in that relationship and they'll leave those kids that they told you not to have no communication with their dad. And that's that.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
So is she saying that? Are you saying?
So like, child, if we say, hey, I don't want you to have no communication with your child's dad after we start dating. Say for instance, this man starts talking to another female, he's like, oh well, I don't want to do with you no more. Most of the time when men get into that emotion where they're like, oh, I don't want to deal with you no more, your kids are cut off as well. So you asked me to cut off contact with my kid's father because you're gonna be the model citizen, and now all of a sudden you're ready to dip. That's not okay.
Did you get that?
So you see how it's already kind of like, yeah. So for everybody my 8 people who's watching may have may not heard her clearly. We're trying to make sure we recap. Hey, A-Dub. So you're saying that because we're saying me as a single. We'll take me. I'm the single person, and I get with the guy who has kids, right? And then I tell him to cut off all connection with the mother. Don't deal with her no more because I got this. I'm here now, right?
Yeah.
Or is it only working the one direction from the man to me?
It's working from the man to you. Like men, you know how they are. They're gonna be the king of the throne. But in that same situation, you do something, say something, something that they don't like, and he's ready to dip. At that same time that he's ready to dip, he's leaving your children too. He's not gonna have that communication with them no more. Because guess what? It's on to the next one. Now you have men that are mature that
You're
still.
talking about the stepdad, right? You're talking about the person, the actual stepfather. You're not talking about the father. You're talking about the stepdad, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the stepdad.
Or the guy she's dating. Okay,
Yeah.
so he coming into the picture, he's saying you don't need to deal with the father anymore. Cut off all your communication with the father because I got this.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay, so now you're saying he still has the option to say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm out. And you're saying the woman to cut off the communication, and now you left her staying. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So make sure everybody caught up. Hey, welcome Michelle back into the room, you guys. Hey, A-Dub is here. Everybody say hi, A-Dub. All right, everybody say what's up. Michelle came back into the building. I think who else? Who else did I see? I think everybody else has been in here hanging out with me. You guys hanging out with me. Thank you. Yay. All right. So does it work the other way around? Whereas the woman is the one that's a step parent. Can it work that way? The same thing?
It can. But we're not, though we are very we want to take over and manage things. I can't think of the proper time. Though we like to be the head of household and like to have control over things, we would never tell a man, like, though women act jealous, we'll never tell them, oh, cut off communication with your baby mother and I'm going to be the stepmother. We're not going to do that.
Then why would men do it?
Men do it because they want to be the king of everything. Not the king, but alpha male I'm gonna take care of everything. You don't have to worry about it.
So you think men have more
But you're
propensity?
saying it's not typical of a woman doing that. Women don't typically say, "Hey, baby, I'll be your superwoman and your stepmama too." You know what I mean? We're not doing that.
I got with a kid, and I took over the role of being a stepmom. I'm like, if she don't want to go home, she don't have to. But me and her mom are very cool. Like today or tomorrow, if she called and tell me, hey, she effing up in school, can you come get her? I'll come get her. She's at my house for 6 to 9 months. Her mother may send her mom money for food, but everything else I'm taking care of. And me and her dad aren't even together anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
You still
That's a
say
good deal.
Yeah.
That's very
And
supportive.
that has known me longer than any.
But
anybody
what's
that
your
has-
obligation? No. So you still feel an obligation.
No, I've known her since she was 2. That's my stepchild, but she calls me mommy. And at any given time, like if I'm just going on with her at school, she's sick. If that
Right.
happens to her mom, I'm there. I'm not together with her dad. I haven't been with him over 10 years. But at the end of the day, I've been her stepmom. Like I ain't been one of them people that go back and forth with her mom. Me and her mom are. When I picked her up, I would pick up her brothers. Like it was never a situation where we were beefing off no BS. Like me and her mom are cool. Like I can call her today or tomorrow, tell her my car broke down. She on the way. She at the doctor's office. Can't get to where she going. I'm on my way. So I never had a bad relationship with her mom.
Did it always start off that way?
So it started off where
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.